Fighting games are... What are they this past couple weeks?
Fighting games are revealing Superman. Many Superman.
Oh, they did show off Bulletproof and Rexplosion, which Rexplosion looked a little bit more interesting, though. It's still...
The character
it's
I'm
still
looking at
that
right
odd...
now, who was revealed earliest, I guess, is Tula?
Oh god, is that the old lady with the knife at the end of her braid?
Yes.
Okay. So she's got that separates her a little bit from the Supermen.
I suppose so. I wouldn't know.
My memory is that Rexplosion looked a good bit more interesting, but it's difficult to say what he's doing because, it's always the thing with fighting game trailers is like, well, I see he's hitting them and doing an air combo, but I don't know the properties of any of these moves, so who knows if they're really interesting or if it's just a roster full of dudes that hit you. And that's about it,
Yeah. Alright, then. The first Capcom Fighting Collection got an update, apparently.
Okay.
Some games were updated with offline versus and quick restart in arcade.
Oh, nice.
Then, more Ronaldo costumes.
Yes, I forget. Did I mention the all the different jerseys they gave him on the last FJ, or did I mention that to you while we were playing something else in between?
I don't remember. But I guess they gave him more. He needs it to be viable.
Yeah.
Maybe if we give him the Arsenal colors, the people will actually fucking play him.
They're really convinced that they're still kind of hoping that he's the slam dunk. It's crazy.
Yeah. We'll get back to this. Not this exactly, but the same vibes. Anyway, alongside the jerseys, also Ken.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked like Street Fighter 6 Ken in Fatal Fury, which is fun.
Yeah, I like the combos that they showed off. It really
yeah.
Like I have to give them props for the reveal trailer because they really went all in establishing the similarities and the differences between Street Fighter 6 and City of the Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Strive confirmed to get at least one more season, I guess.
That is not necessarily the case. I don't think they confirmed that it was a season 5 that's just going to get something. I wouldn't be shocked if it's like, we're not going to do a season 5, but here's one last DLC we're going to give you Jam, because you wouldn't stop fucking asking for it. No, actually...
Goku. He's already in the game.
The trailer starts with Jam. She's kung fuing onto the stage. And she's all, doing Jam things. Oh, I wish I was banging Kai. I love making Chinese food, yada, yada, yada. And she gets blown off the stage by Zappa.
Yeah. I don't know.
It did occur to me if they... Oh, go ahead.
I just like the idea that since we know that there's a load-bearing Goku in the game, I just like the idea that they work out a deal with Bamco and they just go, fuck it, whatever. Goku's on the roster now. Like, no reveal trailer, nothing. It's just Goku's in the game now.
Presumably a heavily nerfed one. My God, Goku in that game, Goku and Fighter Z can do TOD. No, wait, there are several characters in Strive that can do TODs. Never mind, yep. Goku's fine.
But like, I want them, like, if they were to do this, I would want them to pretend that Goku has been in the game all along.
Which he has.
Yeah, he has. We just didn't see him. He was too powerful.
Yeah. It did occur to me, if they did do a season 5, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, okay, Strive by now has such a fucking big roster that covers so much of both the X2 and Exarg rosters. I can only think of 7 characters they're missing at this point.
Yeah.
Assuming they wouldn't add in any OCs, which they probably would, because Arxis does not like to repeat themselves. They like to do new things, as can be seen from their rather disastrous showcase of them attempting to do not fighting games. and also Guilty Gear 2. But anyways, from X2, they're still missing Zappa, Jam, Justice, and Cliff, right?
Yes.
And from Ixard, they're still missing Answer, Coom, and Raven, right?
Yes, I'm trying to think to see if there's anyone else. I don't think
Not
so.
all the Valentine sisters are in.
Yeah.
Unless you count Justice.
Not all of the Valentine sisters all in. Valentine is not on the roster.
Well, yes, we're also not going to count the weirdo from Guilty Gear 2. While we're at it, we're not going to count the bird in the bubble. We're not going to count the dog riding the weird mech from Isuka. We're not going to count Mr. Judgment.
We are gonna count, however, the fox guy from 2, but only as background art. He'll be in a stage.
He probably could be.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked we haven't seen any characters pop up in the background stages. Especially now that we've got the whole thing of like, oh yeah, Hamburger Sheriff is Gold Lewis's younger brother.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't remember Strife having that many NPCs at all in the stages.
I can't think of any.
Like there's a stage where you fight in the 15 level buffet, and even that I remember the chairs being empty. Bless you.
I know that for Giovanna's stage in the streets of New York, there's people walking around, but I've never paid attention to them.
At least 3 of them are Milia.
Who is on the playable roster base vanilla game?
Yeah.
I'm always a fan of when there's a character in the background on the stage that if you're playing as that character, they get swapped out for something else.
Yeah.
You remember in Justice 1 how the Fortress of Solitude has Doomsday hanging out in the background for some reason? So. But if one of you is playing as Doomsday, then the Doomsday in the background gets replaced with this just weird green goo monster for some reason.
Oh, yeah. It's Superman's greatest nemesis, the Kryptonite Man.
That is actually a thing.
I mean, I would assume there have been multiple Kryptonite Men by now, but...
Probably, yeah. Superman was not a fan. Lex Luthor, he probably popped a boner just seeing him.
I think Lex Luthor probably was like 2 of them. I mean, like...
Was this before or after he got pregnant with Superman's baby?
During.
Okay. Which would logically kill the child.
Anyway. Sagat.
Yes, Sagat. So they showed Sagat, and I gotta say, I was kind of expecting Sagat to not be changed a lot, and yeah, the answer is it is the case.
Yep.
The only thing that's really meaningfully, it is odd. He, in a sense, is the first returning character in Street Fighter 6 to lose a move. Because in a sense, he has lost low Tiger Shot. He still has it, but he can't control the speed anymore.
I mean, in that sense, though, like, Akuma also lost Shakunets, technically, because Shakunets is not on the Shakunets input anymore, and nothing took its place, it's just on Torchodo now.
That's true. I wonder, with them making it where now Sagat either has to switch between just slow and fast high Tiger Shot and just regular speed low Tiger Shot, I wonder if they're trying to say, please, you fucks, stop playing Zoner Sagat. We never wanted him to be a Zoner.
Yeah, I think this is them trying to make it so he still has most of his kit, but at the same time you're incentivized to actually fucking get in. But these fools, they did not recognize that the one move to incentivize Sagat getting in is the dab.
I think that even with that in light, Sagat was always going to have to get in on JP. We know that.
Yeah.
Dawson, I've never played Sagat Dawson very much. That seems like a miserable matchup for Dawson.
That's a miserable matchup for everyone, I think.
Well, yeah. I've never been much of a dive kick monster with Dawson, though. In my understanding, that's a core part of actually being a good Dawson player.
I wouldn't know.
But
Dawson confuses me.
He's a weird fucking character. He's the original fighting game weirdo, right? Because you see him and you think, oh, big normals, that's his gimmick. And it's like, well, the big normals are kind of rough if you're going against anyone with a fireball, because you don't want Dawson to just punch the fireball and get hit. And, like, you need to be able to do something when the opponent gets close, because they will.
See, the thing here, though, is that sometimes I get these ideas, and, like, I'm really, like, I'm disappointed that Street Fighter doesn't let you enhance normals like fucking NetherRealm games do, because imagine if Dawson reached out, you fireball it, and then he just grabs the fucking fireball and eats it. It deals no damage. Like,
I'm shocked they didn't give him that in Street Fighter V, because that would have been the game to do it.
But, like, imagine you meter burn Yoga Sniper, and then he just grabs the fireball out of the air, pulls it close to him, and then just start eating it in the air.
Oh god. Was there not a fighting game character at some point who actually could eat fireballs? Like, their way to counter fireballs was just a move that would have them open their mouth?
Maybe.
I think several Smash characters can eat fireballs. That sounds like a thing Wario would do.
Yeah.
Wario probably not only eats fireballs, but doing so probably charges up his fart meter.
Yeah.
Good old Wario. Anyways. So yeah, Sagat now has fucking crazy kicks, which is a twist. Well, it's not entirely crazy kicks, correct? Because he's not got one that hits low.
I don't know. I think, like, that's the thing. I don't remember what they showed up of his Generai stuff. Because I remember the overhead. I remember that he might have a poke, but the poke might be him canceling back into neutral and then going for poke.
My memory is that it has 3 follow-ups, which would make sense. It's 3 kicks. He has the overhead, he has a combo starter that's unsafe, and he has all the plus frames follow-up. So if the opponent is blocking, you just hit him with that, and it's like, congrats, it's now Sagat's turn again.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a move where you're fishing for, okay, did you catch them blocking, or did you catch them crouch blocking? Okay, hit them with this or hit them with that, right? Yeah. Otherwise, hit them with all the plus frames move. Which definitely encourages Sagat to actually stay on top of the opponent and keep up the offense, rather than, tiger uppercut, tiger shot, tiger shot, tiger shot, tiger uppercut, tiger shot, tiger shot, tiger shot.
Tiger knee.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, you don't see that a lot from a lot of Sagat players. Oh, by the way, shout out to Tiger Knee being a fuck your fireball move. That was one that as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, well, this Sagat's gonna be a little bit different, isn't he?
Sagat tanks fireballs with his own balls. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Wait, he does like what we were saying with Dawson. His balls consume the fireball. Tiger Shot is powered by Sagat's masculinity.
I was gonna say he takes the key from the fireballs and to ensure that if he can beat Ryu, then his children can.
Sagat's child already knows all the matchups.
Yeah. Like Sagat's sperm is just constantly doing the fucking charge up for the Tiger Shot.
Oh boy. And how about that level 2 super, huh?
Yeah.
That, they found a new way to make it weird. Has there ever been a fighting game super like that?
Where you can choose the ending. Well, obviously there's DJ, but
Oh god,
before
what am I forgetting with DJ?
Sagat Festival, or not Sagat Festival, the other one, fuck, the rhythm game one. Like technically that is similar, but you know it's a rhythm game as well.
Really? You can choose different endings for that.
Yeah, there's two, I think, 2 or 3.
Oh,
Like
okay.
because like there's the ending if you drop it, which you know is just whatever the that's the text that you successfully input is, and then I think there's one where you go the whole way and like I think you can choose between punch and kick, and they do different moves.
I see. I assume one gets a knockdown and the other one puts them at full screen, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's also the weirdness with Jamie, whereas level 3 is actually worse as a critical art.
Yeah. But for
I'm glad that the low. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but for other games, like the only other game that I can think of, that did something similar was Let's Play 2, which had this as a universal mechanic. If you played in speed, then instead of getting regular supers, you would get fucking Deadly Rave. And
Oh no.
Deadly Rave had different endings. Like the Deadly Rave had different routes, in fact. Because you could start Deadly Rave off of any of, I don't know, like a normal and 2 specials or something like that, and then do a string,
Yeah.
and then end it with a normal or special. And that was your super.
Well, shit. All right. Sagat. I don't think either of us have ever been big Sagat guys, right?
Yeah, no.
Like I dabble a little bit in Sagat. I think he's a cool character, but he's never been my boy. He will never be my boy. But he does look cool in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, my thing with Sagat is that, like, he's been a problem for most of my life. And, like, I liked him in 5 because it was funny that he dabbed. And also the move was genuinely, like, useful. It was a part of my kit. Sagat.
Yeah.
But, like, without that, it's just, oh, well, we're back to Street Fighter 2 Sagat. Alright, I don't really care anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot they didn't show the Tiger Charge, did they?
No.
They might have decided that they didn't like that because it further encouraged Scott to keep his distance and zone people out.
Yeah.
Huh.
They could have still given him the knee charge though.
Yeah, I think that's something we'll have to see because they only explained his special moves, so we didn't see like what presumably new command normals and target combos he has, which he has to because everyone in Street Fighter 6 has target combos.
Yeah. If you press back and taunt, and then mash down and taunt for half a minute, Sagat goes into an animation at the end of which he kills Dan's dad. It does not enable.
Son, I'm actually alive. Oh god!
This doesn't enable any special moves. It just happens. It's just a detour.
He had to go.
Yeah. Alternatively, if you press forward and then start mashing down and taunt, then Sagat's score will start hurting, which will strengthen his tiger uppercuts.
Okay, you said his scar will start hurting. I thought you said his car will start hurting. I was like, what?
Yeah, the bonus minigame in World Tour, Sagat's car.
Sagat is just somewhere on the other side of the world fighting, I don't know, Dalsim, and going, oh no, my Mitsubishi!
Yeah.
So yeah, Sagat is coming. What do you think of this stage? I've never liked the Thailand stage in any of the Street Fighter games. I always thought the huge statue was goofy looking. But I think it looks alright here.
I think like it depends on how the Buddha is drawn. Because there are certainly some goofy fucking versions of it. But I think I think it's fine. I'm really looking forward to the remix of the Street Fighter 1 team for Sagat.
Yeah.
The orange version.
Oh no.
Cap Jams. Fuck. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I like the stage. I think I would have liked it better if we were in front of the statue still, but, you know, I guess this is one angle that we haven't been in. Like, the only other angle that we haven't really been in on the statue is like next to the head and on top of it. So those are the stages that you can look forward to for Sagat
Behind
plus
it.
you. We are behind it.
Really? I thought it's still like looking at you off in the distance.
No, it's turning. We're with the Buddha turning its back, from what I saw.
Okay.
But yeah, like I like the little flyers that they have. If I remember correctly, I remember there's a tiger on the stage.
Yeah.
As a special shout out to Akuma's girlfriend, Kasumi Mishima.
The tiger, is it just me or is the tiger supposed to come across like the tiger, like Sagat's tiger is also old now?
I don't know if it was a bit grayer, maybe.
Yeah. But he's now just kind of lounging around and sleeping rather than hanging out with Sagat like he did in Street Fighter 5. I thought that was noticeable.
But yeah, they turned him into a background element. They
Alright.
reduced the tiger's frames by 30. Actually 45, I think.
Now that's a significant frame increase. Or reduction, actually. Jeez.
I don't know. I feel like that is one thing that I don't like about the about Street Fighter 5 and 6. That like the stages are really cool. I cannot avert my eyes from all of the NPCs in the background moving at 15 frames a second.
I've never noticed, huh?
Like it's especially bad in the Pow Pow Cafe.
Oh yeah, well that one's got so many people moving around in the background, and it's not just people moving around in the background. It's Joe and Andy hanging out, so of course you're gonna notice them.
Yeah, like I had like I don't know if it's a round based thing or if it's RNG or whatever, but I had a thing where Blue Mary is drinking on the stage, but she was drinking in 15
Blue
frames
Mary's
a second.
there too.
But it just looked so bad.
Oh shit. Am I going crazy, or do I remember hearing like an odd bit of news about Blaze Blue in the last 2 weeks? Right, you sent me the thing that some people are working on a mod for Blaze Blue Central Fiction, and not Central Fiction, Blaze Blue Cross Tag to make it not suck.
Yeah. Yeah, the from what I understand, the video I sent you is from a channel where they are friends with like either one of the guys working on it or one of the guys' friends. So they have direct access through Parsec to the mod.
Yeah.
And the video was trying to showcase it, but it's in its infancy. And by infancy, I of course mean it's like it seemed 80% done if you just consider the base roster, except they decided that they're adding more characters too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So okay, that's
yeah.
Oh, I've got a follow-up question there.
Yeah.
Okay. For the Blaze Blue and Persona and Under Night guys, it's like, okay, yeah, that's very possible. Just go and get their moves from the base games. What do they want to do with the Ruby characters?
I have no clue. I think they'll just remain like that. Ruby just sucks.
Okay.
But also, like, it needs to be said in the
I guess
video.
they're...
Yeah.
I feel like I did hear someone say at one point that the Ruby characters were the only ones that were any fun in that game because they were the only ones that were specifically designed for that game. So maybe they're just like, fuck it, they're fine as is, don't touch them.
Yeah. But yeah, like in the video, like the way I figured out that they're adding more characters was somehow not the fact that there's an entire multi-plot section that is more than a character, but the fact that Futaba from Uni 2 is in the game now.
Oh, yeah?
And the best part is, if
Wait,
you said,
didn't they
yeah?
start adding Akatsuki Blitzkampf characters to that at some point? Didn't they add Blitztank?
Yes, they added Akatsuki and Blitztank, and now I think there's more, but I don't think any of them are in the video because the Akatsuki Blitzkampf characters just crashed the game currently.
Nice. I wonder if any Under Night fans picked up Blaze Blue Central, or excuse me, Blaze Blue Cross Tag. Lord, too many C's. But anyways, I wonder if any big Under Night fans picked up Blaze Blue Cross Tag, and they got in there and they go to the Under Night section and they're like, "Huh, where's Akatsuki?"
Yeah. But yeah, a funny bug in the video that you can see is if you pick Futaba from Unit 2, she's not supposed to be here, for one. She works fine for the most part, gameplay-wise. But when you select her, I think it says that she's set, and then she has Eltnum's image. And then when she loads in, she is called Eltnum.
Oh no.
Yeah. Otherwise, the character is correct. But, you know, it's little things like that.
Parenthesis, post-op.
Yeah. Like post-op. She didn't just change. She didn't just change gender. She changed gender twice. But the second one was to the same gender.
Oh shit.
Mortal Kombat 2 released a trailer. We haven't talked about. We finally got a trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. It's only been what, 30 years?
A game that already came out 30 years ago. Oh man, can you believe they're adding these? It was lazy enough that they had, you know, they reused the same ninja model for Scorpion and Sub-Zero and Reptile. Can you believe that they've done it again with the chick ninjas? How fucking lazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, really, the game, like, I can't believe that Midway would go woke by adding women to the game. I know Sonya was in the first game, but she doesn't count.
Yeah, and a black man.
Yeah. What's next? Is Sub-Zero gonna be gay?
I like the way you say that implies that yeah, that's a thing that happened later on. You remember?
Yeah. I mean, I can't really shout out Kung Jin because he doesn't exist.
No, he doesn't anymore. Melina 100% replaced Kung Jin as the gay representation for Mortal Kombat.
I mean,
as soon as they realized they could make Melina lesbian, they just tossed him out like yesterday's trash.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, like I've said it on this podcast before, the problem with Kong Jin wasn't that he's gay. The problem with Kong Jin was that he's fucking lame.
I think there's still very strong potential to redeem him, at least partly because, you know, that's inherently a unique fighter archetype. Because Mortal Kombat doesn't have an archery-based fighting game character other than him. But make him actually bow-focused and don't make it also a staff, because that's way lamer. There's loads of characters in Mortal Kombat that already have staffs. Like, having a staff is already kind of Raiden's thing.
Yeah, like if he was more Arrow, then I'd be fine with Kong Jin. But the fact that he's not an Arrow, the fact that he's like I don't know why, but the way Kong Jin fought reminded me of Skeletor.
What?
I don't know. That's just like it probably comes down partially to the way his staff bow was designed, but there's just like this. Yeah.
The old ram skull staff. I always forgot about that because when the Skeletor I grew up with had a sword.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't know, like it has like his moveset and the staff working together. It kind of just have that sort of, it has that sort of 80s cheesiness, and I don't mean the good sort of cheesiness. I mean the what the fuck is He-Man doing cheesiness. like fucking Mortal Kombat can sometimes step into like the actual He-Man show and Kong Jin was stepping into the fucking Hey Yeah video.
Kung Jin definitely was one of the stiffer feeling characters in Mortal Kombat X. I was never a fan of his playstyle. Out of the combat kids, like Cassie and Takeda both felt great. Jackie, it's like, nah, they're on to something here, but Kung Jin was like, go back to the drawing board. There's something here with an archery character, but don't keep any of these moves. And Jackie was good in MK11, except that she was limited by the fact that it was MK11. So there are times like MK11, Street Fighter V are both games where you can tell that a move should do something cooler than what it does.
Yeah.
God, what was it? Did I ever send you that clip of American Psycho where Christian Bale is talking to the guy and going, and the guy's saying, it's not possible. Why is it not possible? It's just not possible. Why not, you stupid son of a bitch? And it's overlaid with Sagat launching a guy in the air in Street Fighter V and doing a tiger uppercut, and he passes through them harmlessly in midair.
Nice.
That was definitely the time period.
Yeah. So yeah, I did not see this trailer for Mortal Kombat 2, the game that came out 30 years ago.
I didn't either. I don't give a shit. The original Mortal Kombat movie back in the 90s was all right. It was not great. It was definitely pretty doofy in parts, good in other parts. And it was neat because it kind of built the story for Mortal Kombat, because the original, Mortal Kombat trilogy of games, the story for those, people forget, it kind of not what the later games establish as having actually happened at those times. Raiden's evil in Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, so nothing's changed. Raiden starts and ends Mortal Kombat 1 going, I must consult the other gods. But he flies through the Kamidogu. It's just off screen.
Raiden's arcade mode ending in Mortal Kombat 1 is him destroying the Earth.
I forget. Is it Sub-Zero who has the ending where it's revealed that he has like 7 siblings and one of them is named like Robert?
Oh god, I don't remember that, but I know that people were making, as soon as people figured out how to set up text editors with the Mortal Kombat 1 endings, they were making meme endings.
Yeah.
Because I remember they made the ending for Raiden that is just simply him saying, I fucked up.
It's true though.
It is very true. Like, Raiden hasn't screwed up that bad since Mortal Kombat 9, but he screwed up so bad in Mortal Kombat 9 that's kind of just stuck around as his characterization in most people's perception.
Yeah.
And I think people do that because it's funny to think of Raiden that way.
Fucking hell. The streams in my brain crossed, so I just imagine Raiden going, this might not make any sense to you, but I just imagine Raiden going, looking at like Jax and Sonya going, pick black man, woman, we must go and make Mortal Kombat versus DC 2.
It's the only solution to these timeline shenanigans. We can only fix these reboots by crossing over with another universe that is even more complex than ours.
I need to fight the Batman who laughs. He might be the other gods.
Oh fuck, I hope he does a fatality to him.
Yeah. Which one?
The Batman who laughs. Fuck that guy. Get him out. Oh boy, yeah, that's...
It's like that's still so funny to me that like Mortal Kombat 7, I think, or something like that. The Mortal Kombat 8 is MK versus DC.
It is. Like, God, yes, since they counted as Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11, then yes, that is logically Mortal Kombat 8. Unless they're going to say, actually, Unchained was Mortal Kombat 6.
Actually, Mythology Sub-Zero was Mortal Kombat 4.
Which would imply they don't count Special Forces.
Yeah.
Which no one does. Because Mythology Sub-Zero sticks around in history because it's so goofy and dumb. Nobody remembers Special Forces.
But see, it's fine because Spiral Arrow was Mortal Kombat 5.
Oh, God. No, you know what? They do remember Special Forces in some sense. Because do you remember what character debuted in Special Forces?
No.
Tremor.
Oh, right. That guy.
Yeah. Man, I saw the other day I saw people talk about what went wrong with Mortal Kombat 1, and one of the top voted comments was the number one thing that went wrong with Mortal Kombat 1 was that they made Tremor a cameo instead of a playable character.
See, I was gonna go the exact opposite way. I was gonna say the thing that went wrong in Mortal Kombat 12 is that they made Trevor a character.
I do not get it. I mean, I'm fine with Tremor, but there are some people that just love Tremor, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I look at the guy, I just get this intense feeling of hatred. And like, genuinely, from what I can tell, no reason. I just hate him.
I feel like I remember there was an X-Man at one point who was just like a young boy or a young girl whose superpower was just making everyone hate her. And that was her only power. So she just has to be kept off on her own because Professor X is the only one who's able to program his own brain to get over it.
I thought you were gonna say Professor X says her locked in a room. I fucking hate that bitch.
He didn't even kill her. He wants her to suffer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He pays for just enough food and water to make it so she doesn't die, but she's in intense pain and on the verge of starvation at all times.
And like, because it only applies to people who are like around her, someone else. Cyclops comes back from his fucking week vacation and he's like, "Hey, Professor X, I noticed there's a locked door on this side of the mansion. It was like surrounded with steel. What's the deal with that?" And Xavier's like, "That's where I keep the little girl. I hate her."
Yeah.
Cyclops like, "What the fuck?"
That's it. I'm making Krakoa.
Yeah. Cyclops, that's your answer to everything. Yeah, and
Trust
we're all
me.
gonna get naked.
Trust me, this time it will work out.
I'm gonna bring that girl at Poop's ice cream. It's gonna be great. That way, we'll go out there and I can finally get over my issues with Wolverine by fucking him. Wolverine on the other side of the room, his eyebrows just go up like, huh?
Do you reckon they bring do you reckon Scott brings out that girl and just feeds her laxatives to fill a pool with ice cream?
It's one of those superpowers that when you think about it, it's like, what kind of implications are this?
Yeah.
Like this stuff. If she doesn't generate feces, she's not like she's not dead, so she has to be able to consume nutrients somehow. But she's not generating waste. It defies the laws of atomic physics.
When you find the answer, you will be very ashamed of your thoughts.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, she's only shown up in the background, to my knowledge, and the only background appearance she has is her chasing other X-Man with a cone of ice cream, going, "Come on, eat it," and the other X-Man going, "No!" Soft serve for Tokon. Okay, you remember with Fighter Z? Krillin with the Senzu bean?
Yeah.
Soft serves assist. She just comes on and it's like, here you go, here's a scoop of ice cream. It's a power-up. Don't ask where it came from.
Your character eats it and their health goes down.
But their meter goes up.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Tokon should have the beat up the car mini. Tokon should have combo challenge as a mini game between levels in arcade mode, and the combo dummy is Paul.
2 days ago, as of recording, Guilty Gear X turned 25.
The original Guilty Gear X?
Yes.
Shit, I did not know it was that old.
So, fun fact, Guilty Gear X was my first Guilty Gear.
Oh!
Yeah.
Now, who debuted in Guilty Gear X? Johnny and Slayer, right?
Oh. Good question. According to this
Because
image,
the missing...
which is here, the people next to Soul are Johnny, Venom, Onji, and Jam.
That is... Right, yeah, they had introduced Anji so that Baiken and have her husbando.
Yeah, that people can forget about and then be disappointed when she has a husbando.
Yeah. So X2 then was Slayer, Eno, Zappa, and Bridget. And of course, with the Missing Link cast, it's kind of the World Warriors.
Yeah.
Like, I love the Guilty Gear cast. I love pretty well all the Guilty Gear characters. They're all very unique and very cool. But it is funny to compare the World Warriors to the Missing Link cast. Because Cliff and Justice are weirdos. But you can really see that there's a lot of similarities there.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when you consider that Totsugeki on May didn't used to be her riding a dolphin. It used to be her honestly just doing a Blanca ball.
Yeah. But that wasn't Totsugeki.
Blanca and May are the same character, aren't they? Because they're the characters that everyone can agree don't shake their hand.
Yep. But also, yeah, that wasn't Totsugeki, that was Mistfinder.
Oh god, I forgot it was called Mistfinder. Yeah, yep. What the fuck? Boy, she misunderstood that lesson from Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, I like how, I forget if it's in X or X2, I think it's in X. But it may get a move that's called Ensenga?
I have in my head the idea of Johnny on the fucking the SS pedo boat. Going, all right, May, today I'm going to teach you how to do the Mistfinder. And May's like, sweet, yeah, I already know how to do it, though, Johnny. And Johnny's like, really? Okay, show me. And she just cannonballs directly into Johnny's chest.
Yeah.
And Johnny's making the face where his eyes are shooting out of his skull, blasting his fucking sunglasses off.
Yeah.
Oh boy, all right.
Holy shit. Apparently X introduced Roman cancels.
Oh god. Yeah, no Roman cancels in Missing Link would also explain part of the weirdness around a few of their characters. I mean, God, with Missing Link, you remember Potemkin can't? Okay, have you never seen Potemkin can't?
No.
Okay, hang on, let me pull this up. So this is one of those important bits of ye olden Guilty Gear lore. But come to think of it, this would be more in my circle than yours, because you're more the type to learn by doing and actually experiment with the game, whereas I just read. Okay. Yeah, yep, Dust Loop, Potemkin, Missing Link. So, here is the wiki article, the Dust Loop wiki article for how to play Potemkin and Missing Link. So, get to that pros and cons section.
I see. Potemkin is tied with Justice for highest defense in the game.
This would be awesome, except he's super immobile, and people are going to infinite you if they get in anyways.
Unique mechanics. Potemkin dies.
Potemkin gets on his hands and knees and prays that his opponent will run at him so he can bust her for 35 damage. I appreciate the summary. Potemkin is god-awful. Just look at the images and say it sucks to yourself for almost every single thing here, and you have Potemkin. Potemkin's normals are horribly slow. He can't dash. He can't infinite despite having a charge. Said charge is also sluggish. He lacks any future moves, such as FDB or Hammerfall to it. Oh my god, he didn't have Hammerfall, Missing Link?
No.
Potemkin, and he didn't have FDB?
Which one's FDB?
The Flick!
Oh no.
I believe FDB stands for Flick Dat Back, doesn't it?
I don't know. FDB was added in Rev. Or fucking Exerd. Either way. I think. I don't remember.
Oh, according to a Japanese interview, it stands for Faultless Defense Breaker. I don't care though, I'm still calling it Flick That Back. Are you sure Potemkin doesn't have FDB in doesn't have the flick in X2?
I do not remember him having that animation, no.
Whatsoever. Oh god, I've got to pull it up. I'm pulling it up.
Alright.
Okay, where's Potemkin? There's Potemkin. Yes, I'll practice on Kai. He will catch a beating as always. God bless him. He has flick. He has flick.
Okay.
I the very first thing that happened is I successfully got it out. He can't charge it though. That's weird. God, I think he had pretty well. Oh God, he in Exard he picked up Trishula. I remember that was a movie picked up.
Also, ICPM.
And of course he picked up ICPM. Yes, but I think those were the only moves he gained in Exard, which he did have everything he had from X2. He didn't lose. Well, no, that's incorrect. He lost Air Pot Buster from X2. But other than that, he kept everything. But he otherwise, like, all of his normals got way stubbier in X2. I mean, excuse me, Exard, and also Crouching Slash lost the vacuum property. Which sometimes I'll think to myself, like, oh man, I do not like Potemkin. He's just one of the worst fighting game grapplers. And I'll have to stop myself and go, no, I don't like Exard Potemkin. He's fine in X2 and Strive, but Exard, he's like,
Yeah, I'm fine with Exard Potemkin because I just get him with ICPM.
I feel like Exard in general had stubbier normals than X2, didn't it?
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't feel it either way because I play Johnny, dude.
Yeah, that's true. I went back to the Dustloop wiki for Missing Link Potemkin, and I go straight down just because I'm curious while we're talking, and I see immediately his jab has 10 frames of startup, and is described as 10-frame jab. We're off to a great start.
Nice.
Oh, his jab's also unsafe on block. -12.
Cool.
-5 on hit. What
he
the
needs
fuck?
that. He needs it to be balanced. Oh, I heard like the fucking weirdest thing earlier today.
What's up?
I heard someone say that Elizabeth is actually shit in all Persona Arena games. And like, you know, I'm not a pro player, but what I've seen seems to suggest otherwise.
Yeah, my memory is that Elizabeth's considered fine, if not pretty damn good. Yeah, I'm just because I was already on Dust Loop, so it was easy for me to check. I checked the Dust Loop entry on Elizabeth, and she is described as a mid-range character who excels at making the opponent explode off of just about anything.
Yeah.
She's meter reliant. That's a flaw she has, but other than that, strong zoning potential, status effects, and forced comebacks.
I don't know.
I have no idea what that means. She can enter awakening on demand.
Right. Forced comebacks would be so if you the combat mechanic in the game is that when you get to like 30% health, you get 2 more bars of a meter, and then it also that gives you back some meter on top of that. And Elizabeth has a super. Elizabeth has a super where she fucking takes her own life. She just reduces herself down to critical, so she can get the full meter.
Weird. I'm sorry, what?
What?
Elizabeth's if Elizabeth presses her normal on 4 as a command grab?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Which one do you mean? The one where she floats you, or the one that's on Shoryu, I think, or the one where she applies fear? Because she has 3 command grabs because she's Elizabeth. Fuck you.
Apparently the one that's just neutral 4.
Okay, that floats you. It's good for like it's good for resetting juggles.
I see. Okay. Every day's a school day, especially with a game like Persona.
Yeah, I mean the weirdest shit is that like once again she has 2 command grabs, 3 technically if you want to count her parry, because she also has one of those, you know. But yeah, like she has. I saw footage which I cannot find the move in the game myself, but she does have apparently just regular grab where she grabs you and then puts you in the book and then you fly out, which is somehow different from her parry, which is a similar animation, which is why I'm confused. But she also has a move where she grabs you with Thanatos and Thanatos puts you in the coffin and it gives you fear, and from that point on, if you get fucking grabbed with her grab super, because she has one of those too, if you get grabbed with the grab super while you have fear on, it deals 75% guaranteed damage.
I remember this. I remember Elizabeth having the easiest access to pretty well instant kills.
Yep.
Whew.
I love Lizzie.
Yeah.
Like, I think overall,
Man.
yeah.
Man, no one balls like Arxis sometimes, you know?
Yeah, like
every now and then they fumble, but
like the thing is, I saw people going like, "Man, I wish there was a One Piece fighting game by Arxis. I wish there was a Naruto fighting game by Arxis. I wish there was this or that by Arxis." Like, yeah, I wish there were some of these games by Arxis from 2000 to 2015. Those guys don't exist anymore.
I will see with Tokon. I kind of wonder, because Strive is like a very deliberate slowing down, but I don't know. I gotta be honest. The more I play it, the more I like it, and the more I feel like it's definitely a simplification. But the more I feel like it's not that bad of a simplification, certainly not on Street Fighter 5 or Mortal Kombat 11 levels.
I don't know, the universal system mechanics and just the game feel to me was what really put it into Street Fighter 5 territory.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like the fuck you can't play the corner, return to neutral. and just overall how the game, like the characters feel slower to play. Also, we removed air dashes from this air dash shirt. Technically, they're here. Like there's enough air dashes that we can put it on the tin that there's an air dashes, but that's about it.
Really, I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, they made it so instead of a proper air dash, there's now start up to the air dash. So you stop in the air, or a symbol appears behind the character, and they jump off of the symbol to do the air dash.
Oh, I've noticed the air dash symbol. It was like Dante and Devil May Cry, but I didn't notice that it was any particularly slower than in X2.
Oh, it's definitely slower.
Okay.
Like this was more or less a way to make it so you can do instant air dashes, which technically you can still do instant air dashes. There's just now more startup because they added startup to the air dashes.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It's the little things that really add up to me that are like, it's like, is Guilty Gear Strive a bad game? Not really. It's just also still not Guilty Gear.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like I think that's just gonna remain my stance on it until it ceases existing, or I do. Which one of those is likelier,
It'll still remain to be seen with Tokon what the direction they go in with Tokon is, though. Because Tokon is new enough. Like Street Fighter 6 has now been out for 2 years. It is reasonable that ArcSys would have looked at Street Fighter 6's smash success and thought, okay, maybe the fans actually aren't opposed to the games getting more complex. It is always the question of what lessons do these companies take from successes and from failures?
Yeah.
Because with ArcSys, so much of what ArcSys is now is defined by Fighter Z, because Fighter Z was such a smashing success. And the lesson they seemed to take at the time was, simplified character designs, which was, definitely more fine in Fighter Z, because Fighter Z, it's a tag fighter. You're playing 3 characters.
Simplified character designs, add Goku.
Add Goku, exactly. And then Strive was also a smash success for them, so they probably are going to have some questions about what to do going forward there. But I think you and me both can look at it and say, it's Dragon Ball. It's the Dragon Ball license. You needed to get people in the door. The Dragon Ball license got people in the door. People went, holy shit, this game feels good. I like playing this game. So when it was announced that ArcSys was working on their own fighting game of their own property, people were like, well, shit, ArcSys did a good job with Dragon Ball. Let's give this a whirl. Oh, hey, this is good too. I'll also play this. And to a lesser degree, it also led to people going back to X2 and playing X2 and going, holy shit, this is also good. In part because X2 went on sale on Steam for like $2 around the time Strive released and also added rollback.
Yeah.
So I think that there is reason to believe that ArcSys could have observed that fighting games simplification does not necessarily equate to sales and can, in fact, lead to the opposite. But there's also reason to believe that they might think that simplification is a big part behind the success of their recent games and will stay the course. We can't really know, and we still don't know how Tokon plays. That is yet to be seen.
Yeah. It comes with a special controller. The game will be $300 for the base edition. The game comes with a specific Tokon controller. It has 2 buttons. It is the old Street Fighter 1 arcade layout.
Oh god, where you have to hit the button harder?
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, that's enough of that. Anyways.
The controller is made out of the flimsiest plastic known to man to save on costs.
By the way, I have to emphasize again, this came up last time the One Piece fighting game was pitched. That One Piece is the most anti-2D fighting game because you can't have a One Piece fighting game without Whitebeard and Big Mom and Kaido, who are all giants. So, like, it'd have to be the weirdest fighting game in the world with a massive screen space. And also, you just have to accept that it's literally impossible to get cross-ups on those 3 characters. Because Whitebeard, you could maybe, if you have double jumps and super jumps, you could cross him up. But Whitebeard is like fucking 20 feet tall. And Big Mom and Kaido are like 40 feet tall.
I see.
Like, they are big motherfuckers. They are canonically giants. Which, the number of giants that would be necessary for the roster is probably only going to go up. Because I don't know if you've been hearing anything about it, but right now, the current arc of One Piece is literally about, the island of giants.
So what you're saying is if they ever make a One Piece fighting game, there might be giants?
And you'll be fighting in Istanbul, not Constantinople. Oh, God damn it. Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Yeah.
Lord, God bless those guys for deciding to go with lyrics like that for a song. Fucking vocalist was just showing off there, huh?
It depends, really.
Naruto is a fighting game. I don't like Naruto, and I'd be down for that. Because here's the thing.
What?
Naruto has loads of characters that are really cool that didn't get any focus.
Yeah.
I would 100%. Who's the fat kid?
Choji?
That's Naruto's classmate that turns into a giant.
Yeah, Choji.
I would 100% have Choji. Like, it would have to be a tag fighter. There's no way it wouldn't be. Because it's Naruto.
Yeah.
I would 100% have Choji as one of my regulars on a team.
I mean, the thing with Choji, Choji would not work for a similar reason that Big Mama wouldn't. Which is that Choji's super art. Well, it depends which part we're talking, because 3 times skip Choji, his super art will be turning into a big ball and then just rolling over you, which is fair enough. But post time skip Choji, his super art would be turning into a fucking giant and growing butterfly wings.
Okay, but you don't think he would have, like, that would just be his, like, level 3 super, and he would have other stuff he could do for normals and specials?
Oh yeah, no, he could work normally, but they would need to figure out to make it like, because in the anime or the manga, I guess, but either way it was an install super, so.
I imagine an install super for a character that you can only see the legs because they're so huge.
Yeah.
You just press different inputs for stomp, football punt, a fist coming down from the top of the screen.
Congratulations, you now control that one Jack's fatality.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the only problem with a Naruto, a proper ass Naruto fighting game, would be that they couldn't really do some of the more esoteric picks that would be fun. Because, like, you know, it's not really, well, I guess it's not really that esoteric, because it's not like fucking Fuma or whatever his name was, the samurai dude, Mizuchi. Mifumi? Fucking whatever, something like that. But yeah, like,
man.
Him, yeah?
What if they added Killer Bee's cool brother dude that's a fucking crazy wrestler?
Both of them are. The entire, everyone from the Lightning Village is a wrestler, dude.
Oh god, you told me this before. I think I said this last time we talked about the idea of a Naruto fighting game. I was like, yo, add Killer Bee's brother so I can have a wrestler. And you're like, they could just add Killer Bee. And I was like, shit, I'm playing Killer Bee.
Literally, if you play as both of them in Ninja Storm 4, if you play as the two of them and do a Team Super, their Team Super is doing a Lightning Lariat, both of them, to the guy.
Oh god, that's hype. I thought what Killer Bee's thing was that he had like a sword or a club on his back and he could turn into an octopus.
No, well, he can turn into an octopus because he's also a Jinchuriki, yeah, but he doesn't really use that. The sword on his back is the Samehada, which was Kisame's sword, who is Itachi's friend and teammate in the Akatsuki. It slightly changes his moveset in that game. It's not really worth talking about. Like, proper Killer Bee uses two ninja toes, which are like the short tanto-ish swords that are straight. He uses those and just does breakdancing and then wrestling moves.
I see. Huh. All right.
But yeah, I mean, what Arcs is, I think, but also go all in because one of the things is that like he raps a lot. I could see a thing like Big Band Super where you do the music, but instead you have to match up like different rap verses, and depending on how fire the verse is, the enemy takes that much damage.
A Parappa mini game, so the person can just go nuts on the buttons and make Killer Bee go ape shit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But yeah, like my only problem would be is that like I would assume that it would be like, all right, here's Naruto in the Pain arc, here's Ninetales Naruto in part 1, here's Ninetales Naruto in part 2, here's Great Toad Stage Naruto, here's fucking the last Naruto, here's Boruto's dead Naruto, and then they would leave out shit like Iruka, and like Iruka is a primary school teacher. So him beating up any of the late of the late show bosses is very funny.
Was Iruka the one that died?
No, well, it looked like he might die, but no, he's the guy that took a big shuriken for Naruto in the first episode, I think.
Oh, Iruka was the one guy that's not a dick to Naruto.
Yes.
He was the one guy that was actually good to him. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of oh god, the guy with the knives. Because one of the guys that was equal to one of Kakashi's, one of the other ninja team teachers died. I remember that in the when the zombie ninjas were, when they basically did Naruto Blackest Night. I remember that.
Yeah, that's Asuma.
Okay.
He could work as a boxer archetype too, yeah. Like that was genuinely his whole thing in the show. That and smoking.
Which they probably wouldn't allow him to do anymore. Huh. Well, of course, loads of people would be going, they would want to play Rock Lee and Guy, of course.
Yeah. Hunter x Hunter, Net Impact. Died.
Yeah, I heard it didn't do very well. I mean, as soon as they're like, oh, the Marvel 3 guys are doing it, it's like, well, that's a little bit of hope. But like, there's no budget here, and it's an adaptation of an anime that is a very niche anime.
Well, allegedly, according to fans of Hunter x Hunter is not a niche anime. Now, I can't really comment on the thing because by the time that Hunter x Hunter started being a thing, I was out of watching anime. So, genuinely, I think like once every 2 or 3 years, if I see a title that looks interesting, I'll watch it. But like otherwise, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's like any medium; it can get very repetitive.
Anyway,
right.
Hunter x Hunter Net Impact. So the reason it didn't really work out, from what I understand, is a combination of things. Firstly, perhaps most importantly, the netcode isn't.
Oh no.
So remember when the XX rollback thing was in beta, and we'd play, and sometimes we'd get matches where for like half a second characters would teleport all over the place, and then it would fix itself and we'd play the game normally. Yeah, so the match does that always.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's the first major strike against the game. Also, 16 characters are on the roster. According to fans of Hunter x Hunter, you can tell that they picked fan favorite characters out of the roster to sell as DLC.
Oh no!
It's also a 3-people tech fighter, so 16 characters is not a lot.
God! It's so if we were to do what we usually do, where we pick 3 fighters, we work through the whole roster, right?
Yeah.
So if we were to do that, We would work through a 16 character roster in God, 3 matches, right?
Yeah, 3.5, something like that.
Well, that's not great.
Also, the game is $60.
Oh no. Seriously? 60 fucking dollars?
Yep. And so you combine all of
Oh.
these, like, never mind that the game's graphics aren't the greatest, because, I mean, sure that also contributed, I would assume, but not as much as any of these three, really. But you combine all of these, and that is why Hunter x Hunter Net Impact is dead on arrival. It just ain't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, genuinely, I saw a compilation of, like, this is why I know how the netcode looks. I saw a compilation of people playing it on release. There's a guy who was really pushing for it because he's a big Hunter x Hunter fan, apparently. And for one, he paused the stream to say, "Don't buy this game," for one. And for two, oh fuck, what was I gonna say about it? Shit. Fuck. Oh yeah, one of the people playing noted that the game would be more playable online if everyone just got on Parsec.
Of course.
So you know, quality.
Yep.
Like, aiding is cursed.
God, what was the last thing they did?
DNF Duel.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, also, Hunter x Hunter Net Impact doesn't have motion inputs. It also added on top of it.
Right, I do remember that. Oh boy. They confirmed that Invincible Versus will still have motion inputs, right?
I think so.
Huh, all right.
But yeah, like, Net Impact seems like the like a real masterclass on how to fuck everything up. Like, there's only one way that they could have fucked it up more, and it's to include Ronaldo. But like, imagine all of the Hunter x Hunter characters and just put a realistic Ronaldo.
I can't imagine that. Yes, he already looks rather odd in Fatal Fury.
Yeah. Oh, also, it needs to be said, Hunter x Hunter Net Impact is banned in Australia.
Why?
Because one of the characters seems like a pedo. Allegedly, he's not, but he seems very, like, the implication is there, and so that was enough for Australia's like, video games or whatever, like, media board, to just fucking ban it.
Okay. Well.
Oh, also. So Hunter x Hunter, the way they write
There's
the name.
more?
Yes. I just remembered more. So the way Hunter x Hunter is written, the X in the name is not an X. It's a key. Or something
Hunter
similar.
Key Hunter Nin.
Yeah. But you see, the problem here is that most people's keyboards do not have a key symbol, which is ironic when you think about it.
Oh no.
So, if you try to look the game up on Steam, it doesn't come up. If people looked, if you search Hunter x Hunter, no, if you search like, properly Hunter x Hunter cross Hunter, it's like the 26th result. If you search Hunter, it's the third, if or no, if you yes, if you just search Hunter Space Hunter, then it becomes the first one. And
Oh,
it wasn't even in the Steam recently released page, allegedly. Like, that's how fucking buried it is. Like,
wow.
genuinely, it's like cosmically everything worked together to make sure that this game fucking fails.
That is, yeah. I figured this game's not going to work unless it had literally no budget. But wow, this goes above and beyond. Fucking Hunter Key Hunter. Like, god damn it.
I don't actually know if it's the key symbol, because I couldn't tell. The person who wrote this up actually put the symbol in, and I didn't take a good enough look at it. But it is like either way, it's an alternate symbol that looks like an X, but it's not.
Oh.
And also, this whole thing was funded by Bushiroad. And apparently, this is just normal fare for them.
Okay, who are Bushin Road?
Not Bushin, Bushiroad. I don't know what
Bushy
else.
Road, okay.
I don't exactly know what else they do video games wise. They own New Japan.
Oh.
So those guys.
Okay, so they're big money.
Yeah. Now apparently they're just well known for fucking everything up. Either in video games or just in general. I don't know, but the people who have heard of them acted like it's well known that they just fuck everything up.
Okay, well, let's hope they're not too heavily involved with anyone else.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks for aiding. I can't. I'm gonna be honest. I was never intending to play Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with aiding too is that, like, I don't know about you, but for me, it seems like they peaked early, and otherwise they're just kind of puffed up to, people say that they're quality, but otherwise, like, I was like, what games did they make? Bloody Roar, the Naruto Gekito Ninja Tyson series, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom, DNF Duel, this. Like, I'm gonna look them up and see what else they made. But like, I don't know about you, but the last fighting game from aiding that actually wowed me was Bloody Roar. Because, like, Marvel 3 is yeah.
No good.
Like, Marvel 3 is fine, but also there's a Tatsunoko and Marvel 3 play the same to me, and both of them feel kind of off. In a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Tekken Advance, that was good.
That's
Like, that's not even a joke. Tekken Advance was genuinely, like, good for what it was.
yeah. I think I have heard that before. Yeah.
Okay, they also made Bleach Heat the Soul, which were the only like anything resembling quality Bleach games since, like, Blade Battlers. So fair enough.
All right.
Although, like, Bleach Heat the Soul ran into the same problem as the Ultimate Ninja series, and as much as people might dislike me because of what I'm about to say, also the Gekito Ninja Tyson series, like, I played both of those and Ultimate Ninja 2. The other ones are worse, I will add. But Ultimate Ninja 2 had the most depth out of any of the 2D Naruto fighting games of that series, at least. And like, really, when I played on Gekito Ninja Tyson 4, and really the main difference that I could find between that and Ultimate Ninja is whether you like having one, or whether you like having 3 strings on one button, or like having 2 strings on 2 buttons. And like, I guess 4 added actual teams, which, you know, fair.
Yeah.
So you were saying?
I was just gonna say I like Marvel 3, but I'm not like wowed by it.
Yeah. Oh, here's the fucking the Lyric Killer one. They made Pikmin 4.
What? Why?
I don't know. And they just made a bunch of anime stuff. Super Sentai things. And then Zoids? Takara is still around? That's news to me. Anyway, they made Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, apparently.
Huh.
And then in 2020 they made Pikmin 3 Deluxe. And in 2023 they made Pikmin 4.
Okay.
So yeah, also I just want to point out that there's apparently a video game. It has no Wikipedia page. But there is a game titled Kamen Rider Climax Fighters. Oh, apparently this is just Kamen Rider's thing. Kamen Rider Climax Heroes 4s. Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes. Okay, this might be the best one. Kamen Rider Climax Heroes W.
Yeah.
Oh, they also made Castlevania Judgment. In case you need more reasons to hate hating.
This is a very strange history of fighting game development.
Oh, they also made Battle Stadium DOM. Good to know. Oh, they also made the Inuyasha game we played, apparently. They just made fucking whatever, apparently.
Apparently.
They also made a game in 1998 called Armed Police Batrider, which I feel like that's the thing you would get if Batman didn't stop using guns. So anyway.
Alright. Is there any fighting game news left?
I'll refresh my feed, but I don't believe so. No.
Alright. Well, in that case, I would say fighting games were.
Yep. Fighting games were.